Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called California Wants to Make It Illegal to Stop a Thief. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help get the word out. Now, let's get started. A new bill proposed in California prevents employers from mandating workers to confront shoplifters. The California Senate has passed legislation that prevents employers from requiring workers to confront active shooters or shoplifters or bad guys in general. Passed May 31st, Senate Bill 553 contains provisions prohibiting employers from maintaining such policies. But there's also a law in a number of cities in California that says if you steal less than $950 from a store, then you will not be arrested. It's now apparent to even the most clueless observers that California wants to make it easier to conduct crime in their cities and state. It's clear that both police and district attorneys don't want to catch criminals or have them prosecuted. What is all this about? How can this possibly be happening? Well, there's a number of theories out there. One of them is that the more you refuse to enforce the laws, the more criminality occurs. And the more criminality you allow to occur, the more neighborhoods and business values decline for stores and homes and other properties. There are many people who believe that the more you drive down property values, the easier it is for organizations and other entities to come in later and buy those homes and businesses for pennies on the dollar. There are now quite a few office towers in San Francisco that were worth hundreds of millions of dollars up until very recently, but guess what? Now you can't give them away. Their value is now zero. Now you would think that if a building's value dropped to zero, then a lot of prospective buyers would swoop in and make offers, right? But guess what? That's not happening. No one is offering money for a lot of these buildings, not a dime. Why is that? Because no one can figure out how to make money with these commercial buildings that nobody wants to rent. There's no way to make money. And the minute you buy a commercial building, you then become liable for the property taxes and the maintenance, and that can be incredibly expensive in some of these massive buildings. Let's say by some miracle you do buy a commercial building, and by another miracle you find a large tenant who wants to rent it out. What happens when the employees and the managers of this new tenant start getting robbed and attacked and assaulted and raped in your building or in front of your building on the way to work? What happens then? Well, ask yourself this. How many of them need to get attacked on the streets in front of your building or in your building before the company decides people are getting attacked every day and we can't have this? So they decide to break the lease they have with you and they close down their store in your building. Remember, it's not just tenants that make a building viable economically. It's also the safety of the tenants. If the police don't protect you anymore in or near your building, then its value will collapse to zero. Your assets will only exist or remain viable if they are not stolen from you or destroyed by criminals every day. Once the criminals exercise more control over your property and homes and buildings than you do, then it's effectively game over. The value those buildings or homes have effectively drops to zero when they're not safe. Why is that? Because once prospective buyers know how dangerous your building is, they will lose all interest in it. And if no one wants to buy your building at any price, then once again, what happens? Its value goes to zero. But the police aren't just refusing to protect commercial buildings. They're doing the same thing with homes, cars, and pedestrians walking the streets. That means the value of everything is collapsing, including and especially the value of human life. Once that happens, then you don't have a city anymore. What you have is effectively a war zone pretending to be a city. The same thing is happening in New York, Chicago, Detroit, LA, and many other cities out there across the US. It's not just California that's trying to make it illegal to stop criminals. It's a number of cities. Our advice is that people should get legal ways to protect their lives and the lives of their families. It's only a matter of time before more U.S. cities turn into Mad Max zones. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.